Today we are talking about self-belief and self-confidence. Yeah, absolutely, Dr. Amin. Self-belief is different than self-confidence. Obviously, it's part and parcel of it, but only when you believe yourself, only once you're aware about yourself, will you start to develop that confidence in yourself as well. So we'll be talking about that today as well. But yes, Senthil, and I'm going to share some tips on self-belief itself. So I'm going to share with you 10 ways on how you can build your self-belief, how you can believe in yourself more. And let me start by saying that why belief system, having a self-belief is important. Your self-belief is important because once you don't believe, till the time you don't believe in yourself, till the time you're not aware of your own strengths, of your own weaknesses, you're not going to be doing anything in life. In fact, one of the key essential qualities of even leadership, any kind of level that you are in, whether you want to become an entrepreneur, whether you want to have your own business, whether you want to be in your job and grow up the ladder, move up to becoming a people manager, etc. For anything in life, you need to have self-belief, because only people who have belief in themselves, you can only then inspire others, you can then be able to guide others and make a journey of yourself. Otherwise it is not going to be helping you in any way. So the reason why I picked up this session today is because I do get a lot of people in my coaching sessions who have some belief, self-doubts within them. So I would say not self-belief, but self-doubts within them. Why am I not able to achieve success in my life? I have failed so many times, or I have given so many interviews, but still not able to crack it. What is wrong with me? That subconsciously we start to think that ways, and that is what we are going to talk about today, how you can develop self-belief within yourself. And like what, it's important to understand that belief is not only about telling yourself or something. It's about having control of your thoughts, of your emotions, of your feelings. It's like a holistic feeling that it develops your overall personality, it develops your overall confidence, and that is why self-belief is important. So today I'm sharing with you 10 things or 10 tips, the way you can actually increase your self-belief. So the first tip is change the perspective. Change the perspective, which means that we need to understand that we are the own driver of our own journey. The day when you believe that, nothing externally can affect you. You are your own driver. Today you are going in your journey, in your path towards success. It is you're at the driver's seat. You're driving that car and you're going towards that journey. But if you are stuck onto the past, if you're blaming someone else, if you're looking for other support, if you're looking at external elements in your life, you're never going to be able to build that self-belief. So changing perspective from where you were earlier in life, what were you thinking about, what has been given to you, what has been inherited to you by someone else, by your parents, by your teachers, by your relatives, by your elders. I'm not saying that's not important, it's important in life, but keeping that only as a path towards your journey to success is not going to help. You will have your own inherited qualities. You may have got some qualities from your ancestors, from your forefathers, from your parents, etc. But you need to build your own strength, and that's how you will take your driver's seat towards the success. So I'll just quickly say hi to people who have just joined in. Hi Avdesh, hi, thanks for joining in. Hi Dinesh, hi Prateek. Hi Inbound Adventure, thanks for joining in guys. So we are talking about how to build self-belief today, and like we all know, self-belief एक integral part है life का. जब तक आपके अंदर belief system नहीं होगा, जब तक आप अपने आप को believe नहीं करेंगे, तब तक आप life में आगे कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे, क्योंकि आप अपने आप को ही नहीं जानेंगे तो आप world को कैसे पहचानेंगे या world को कैसे change करेंगे. So it's very important to have that belief system in place, and the reason why we are talking about this is because till today I feel, and I see when I meet people, when I talk to people, when I coach them, I see that a lot of people, are apprehensive about doing things, taking the big jump in life, or going for any, challenges that they want in life. Reason being because कुछ ना कुछ उनके लाइफ में ऐसा हुआ है जिसकी वजह से उन्होंने अपने आप को बिलीव करना शुरू कर दिया दैट आई एम नॉट गुड इनफ और आई एम नॉट कट आउट फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर जॉब. जैसे अगर आपने इंटरव्यूज दिए, 10, 12, 15 इंटरव्यूज दिए और अगर आपको जॉब नहीं मिली, डज दैट मीन दैट यू आर अ लूजर? डज दैट मीन दैट यू आर अ फेलियर? डज दैट मीन दैट आपको कभी भी जॉब नहीं मिलेगी? आर our motto in life should be keep trying and building on our self belief. And अगर आपने अपना belief system ही खो दिया, belief से अपने आप को आप negative zone में लेके जाएंगे, you will never be able to go towards your path to success. And that is the reason why we are talking about this topic today. Hi Harish, thanks for joining in. और अगर आपके कोई भी questions है pertaining to self belief, please put that questions here. I will be more than happy to take your questions. I am adjusting my camera as well because someone just mentioned that the camera needs to be adjusted. Just give me a moment. I'll just probably tilt it a little bit. Okay, I guess it's a little better now. Alright, is self-belief a psychological concept? Yes, it is a psychological concept, but it is definitely important for your own upbringing, your own futuristic view in life. You need to have belief in yourself. You need to understand yourself. Only then you will be able to take that journey to success. Hi Amol, hi Munish, thanks for joining in. So guys, today we are talking about how to build self-belief within yourself, how to grow yourself as in any field that you want, whether you want to become an entrepreneur, whether you want to grow in your corporate life as well, whether you want to start your own business, whether you want to do a job, whether you're studying, whether you're a retired personnel. Self-belief life में essential है, हर स्टेज में essential है. जब तक आप अपने आप में बिलीव नहीं करेंगे, वर्ल्ड आप पे बिलीव नहीं करेगा. आप कहीं पर भी जाएंगे, आप किसी से बात करेंगे, आप 10 लोगों के साथ में कॉन्वर्जेशन करेंगे, जब तक आप अपने अंदर कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं होंगे, जब तक आप अपने आप को नहीं जानते कि आपकी स्ट्रेंथ्स क्या है, आपकी वीकनेस क्या है, आपके क्वालिटीज क्या है, आपके डिसक्वालिटीज क्या है, तब तक आप आगे लोगों को कन्विंस नहीं कर पाएंगे, आगे लोगों से कॉन्वर्जेशंस नहीं कर पाएंगे, एंड पीपल विल नॉट बी एबल टू कनेक्ट विथ यू. सो इट्स अ वेरी वेरी इंटेग्रल पार्ट ऑफ आवर लाइफ एंड इट इज वेरी इंटेग्रल फॉर आवर सक्सेस एज वेल. सो hi Sadanand, thanks for joining in. Hi Saqib, thanks for joining in. Let's look at this question that Senthil has sent. When too many challenges come in life, then how to prepare, and in that time, so what self-belief lack up to 50%. Challenges को cope up करना ही self-belief का एक part है. Self-belief is not about self-belief is not about uninterrupted success. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि जो लोग अपने आप में believe करते हैं तो उनके पास कभी भी failure नहीं आएगा. They will also go through failures. They will also go through obstacles. They will also have roadblocks in life. That is a part and parcel of life. But the idea is to be able to come out of that failure or come out of that obstacle faster, quickly, and that is what your self-belief will help you. अगर आप ऑब्स्टिकल फेस होते हैं, अगर आपके लाइफ में एक चैलेंज आ जाता है और आपको फिर वो चैलेंज को डील करना नहीं आता, या आप उस चैलेंज को लेकर डिप्रेशन में चले गए, एंजाइटी में चले गए, स्ट्रेस में चले गए, देन यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू कम आउट ऑफ दैट चैलेंज. एंड दैट इज एग्जैक्टली वाई सेल्फ बिलीफ इज इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट नो मैटर व्हाट कम व्हाट मे इट हैपेंस इन लाइफ, आई विल बी एबल टू टेक दैट लीप ऑफ सक्सेस अहेड एंड आई विल बी एबल टू गो अहेड इन माई लाइफ. दैट इज व्हाट सेल्फ बिलीफ टीचेस यू. So I hope that answered your question, Senthil. Okay, Ishan, if you have a question, you can put that as well. I think you're trying to raise your hand for a question. Okay, so today we are talking about 10 tips on how you can succeed in life and build up your self-belief. The first tip that I talked about is changing your perspective, which means taking control of your own life, which means that you are the driver of your life, no one else. Not depending too much on others or external forces for your own life's journey is very very important. हम क्या करते हैं जनरली, हम अपने हमारे फ्रेंड्स के ऊपर, हमारे पेरेंट्स के ऊपर, हमारे टीचर्स के ऊपर, या जो भी हमारे मेंटर्स है उनके ऊपर हम ज़्यादा डिपेंड करते हैं. वो जैसा करेंगे, वो जैसा कहेंगे, या उनके साथ जैसा लाइफ में हुआ है वही ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हमारे साथ हो. हमारी लाइफ डिफरेंट है. एवरी इंडिविजुअल इज डिफरेंट, एंड द सूनर वी अंडरस्टैंड द बेटर इट इज. वाइल वी शुड लर्न फ्रॉम अदर्स, बट इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट to take control of your own belief system in your own hand. You have your own value system, you have your own belief system. Acknowledge that and learn from that. And the second point is learn from failures. Look at failures as opportunities. Tony Robbins ने भी ये कहा है, world renowned motivational speaker. He said that look at failures as learning opportunities and learning and growing opportunities, because every failure will teach you something. And that's what they say कि जो आगे बढ़ा है लाइफ में वो गिर गिर के ही आगे बढ़ा है. आपकी फेलियर्स नहीं आपको सिखाया है. कभी भी सक्सेस आपको कुछ नहीं सिखाता, हमेशा फेलियर ही सिखाता है. So we need to be very very taking that as a positive way and not getting scared of that. Okay, as usual, clear and detailed explanation of the concept. Thank you so much, Dr. Amin. Hi Harish, thanks for joining in. Hi, enjoying mother life. Thanks for joining in. Okay. Hi Rojit, thanks for joining in, guys. So we are talking about self belief, and अगर आपके कोई भी questions है pertaining to self belief, I will be more than happy to take that. All right. So moving ahead to the second point, conquering your limiting beliefs. Now in NLP we say that there is a concept called empowering belief and limiting belief. हर किसी के अंदर belief system होता है. कुछ बिलीव्स होते हैं जो आपको एम्पावर करते हैं. कुछ बिलीव्स जो एम्पावरिंग बिलीव्स होते हैं वो क्या होते हैं कि आई नो आई कैन डू इट, आई नो आई एम बेटर एट माई सेल्फ. अगर मुझे पता है मुझे लाइफ में कुछ करना है, मैं डेफिनेटली उसका रास्ता निकालूंगी. आई विल गो फॉर इट एंड आई विल फाइंड द सोल्यूशन एंड आई विल डू इट. दैट इज एन एम्पावरिंग बिलीव, विच मीन्स दैट ये बिलीव सिस्टम अगर आपके अंदर है वो आपको हमेशा आगे लेके जाएगा. चाहे आपको फेलियर आए लाइफ में, चाहे ऑब्स्टिकल्स आए, चाहे कोई भी उतार चढ़ाव आए, आपको अगर ये बिलीफ सिस्टम आपके पास है, दैट इज एन एम्पावरिंग बिलीफ. बट अगर उसका रिवर्स है, विच मीन्स सम पीपल दे हैव लिमिटिंग बिलीव्स, और हमारे सबके अंदर होते हैं कुछ लिमिटिंग बिलीव्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मैं ये सोचूं कि मैंने अगर 10 बार कोई चीज़ ट्राई करी है और 10वीं बार नहीं हो पाया है, तो मैं 11वीं बार उसको ट्राई नहीं करूंगी. मे बी बिकॉज आई फील दैट आई एम टैगिंग माई सेल्फ एज अ फेलियर और अ लूजर, और मे बी आई एम टैगिंग माई सेल्फ दैट आई एम नो गुड इन दैट पर्टिकुलर फील्ड. नाउ दैट इज अ लिमिटिंग बिलीफ. अभी वो लिमिटिंग बिलीफ को आपके अंदर से निकालना है और आपको उसको एम्पावरिंग बिलीफ में कन्वर्ट करना है. दैट इज व्हाट यू नीड टू आस्क, डू फॉर योरसेल्फ टू बी एबल टू ग्रो इन लाइफ. सो चेंज योर लिमिटिंग बिलीव्स और चैलेंज योर लिमिटिंग बिलीव्स इनटू एम्पावरिंग बिलीव्स. एंड हाउ यू कैन डू दैट इज यू कैन आस्क योरसेल्फ every belief of yours, ask yourself, how is this belief helping me? How is this serving me? If that belief is not helping you, if that belief is not helping you grow, if that belief is not improvising you every day, that is definitely a belief which is a limiting belief, and that needs to change into a positive, empowering belief. Now, it could be anything. For example, I'll just give you an example. कुछ दिन पहले मैं किसी को कोच कर रही थी सोशल मीडिया में लाइव आना. सो ही वॉज ऑल्सो one of the coaches community, one of the coaches that we have, and I was kind of peer coaching that person. उनका ये मानना है कि सोशल मीडिया में पब्लिसाइज करना, उनका ये मानना है कि सोशल मीडिया में अपने आप को प्रोपेगेंडा करना, अपने बारे में अपने आप को प्रमोट करना is something which you only need to do once you get a certified degree or a certified letter from some accredited body. Now that is exactly what I'm saying. The question that I asked that person, how do you say that कि अगर only if you have a certificate, only then you will be able to put yourself on a certified coach category, and not before that on social media. Why are you so sure about it? Or what makes you so sure about it? That is a question that and how this belief is helping you. That's what made him think that, nahi, I think, if I don't put myself out there, people will not recognize me. I will not be, I will not have a scope for meeting so many people and, showing my talent or showing my skills to people. So that is what I'm saying. Any belief which is not serving you, which is not helping you, which is not letting you grow, is a limiting self-belief, and that needs to be converted into a positive, empowering self-belief. Alright, let me just take a pause here and quickly say hi to people who've just joined in. Hi Shubha Priya, thanks for joining in, dear. Hi Dylan, hi Gaurav, hi Jaswinder, Virdi, thanks for joining in, guys. We are talking about self-belief, how we can build our self-belief and how we can be more empowering for ourselves. So I'm sharing with you 10 points on how you can convert yourself, or how you can become more of a self-confident person, self-believing person to grow ahead in life. I'm sorry, I took a pause there. So अब मैं 2 pointers के बारे में बात कर चुकी हूँ, which is one is conquering your self-beliefs and the other is changing your perspective. The third point is being aware of yourself. Being aware of yourself, जैसे अभी हमने कुछ देर पहले मैंने बताया था कि सेल्फ बिलीफ या सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस या सेल्फ वर्थ, ये सारी चीज़ें तब आती हैं जब आप अपने बारे में जानते हो. unfortunately, a lot of people till today, when we talk to them, when we interact with them, I feel that a lot of people are still not aware of what they are. You know, हम एक illusional world में रहते हैं, हम अपने बारे में कुछ सोच रहे हैं जो हम नहीं हैं. जैसे कहते हैं ना, there are 3 circles of our personality. One is what we think we are, the second is what we actually are, and the third is what people think we are. So इन तीनों सर्कल्स का अगर ओवरलैप होता है, विच इज एन आइडियल सेल्फ, बट ओवरलैप कभी नहीं होगा, देयर ऑलवेज इज गोइंग टू बी सम गैप. बट अगर आप कंप्लीटली अलग जोन में हैं, मतलब आप कुछ अपने बारे में एक आपने इमेज बना रखी है अपने बारे में कि आप एक्स पर्सन है, आपसे कोई गलती नहीं हो सकती, आपको सब आता है, यू नो, यू आर द बेस्ट एट वॉट यू आर डूइंग, बट actually in the actual real life scenario it's completely different. That is definitely not self awareness, and that is what we need to work upon. How you can work upon is after every task that you do. Now एक simple example दूंगी मैं आपको. कुछ टाइम पहले मेरे टीम में एक पर्सन थे जो ये सेल्फ अवेयरनेस के बारे में हमने उनके साथ डील किया. नाउ ही वाज, yes, absolutely, Srinivas, self-awareness is the key to change. Why? Because unless and until you're not aware of your own self, aware of your own strengths as well as weaknesses, हर किसी में strength होता है, हर किसी में weakness होता है. अगर you know, आप एक्सट्रोवर्ट है, वो आपकी स्ट्रेंथ है, तो आपकी किसी से कोई चीज़ें एक्सप्रेस ना कर पाना, यू नो, योर फीलिंग्स नॉट एक्सप्रेसिंग योर सेल्फ एज वेल इज ऑल्सो अ वीकनेस ऑफ योर्स विच कुड नॉट हेल्प यू इन द फ्यूचर. सो अंडरस्टैंडिंग योर सेल्फ in depth is very important. Now, and that's exactly why you need to do an introspection. And how you would do that is, sometimes it's important, it's not possible to do it yourself. So you may need a coach or a mentor or someone who is your friend who could give you unbiased advice that, you know, if this is something that you are, that you think you are, and again, it is not supposed to be taken negatively. It's always taken as a feedback. फीडबैक लेना भी ज़रूरी है. दैट्स अ जर्नी ऑफ सेल्फ अवेयरनेस. अगर आपको अपने बारे में, आप इल्यूजनरी वर्ल्ड में हैं कि आप ये सोच रहे हैं दैट यू नो यू आर परफेक्ट, यू नो योर टास्क, यू नो योर आर्ट बाय द बैक ऑफ योर हैंड, which is good, which is nice, but you know, in this world you have to be relevant, you have to keep upskilling yourself. If you feel that you are best at your task but still you're not able to achieve what your boss requires or what your business requires, there is somewhere you need to look inside and say that, okay, am I doing everything which is right? Is there something different that I need to do? Is there something different that I need to learn? Is there something better that I need to become to be able to perform that task? That is where I'm saying self-awareness, self-introspection is very important to build your self-confidence as well. So part of believing yourself or part of building self-belief, the first one is becoming self-aware, and the second one is, once you're aware of yourself, self-love is also important. Now, आप अपने बारे में तभी बिलीव कर सकते हो जब आप अपने आप के बारे में जानते हो, and when you learn to love yourself, only then you will start to have faith in your own capabilities, only then you will start to have belief in your own capabilities and your own skills, and only then you will be able to showcase your belief, your skills to the world. Otherwise, it's not going to be possible. So these 3 things are actually fall in one line, you know, which is your self-awareness, your self-love, and self-belief, which eventually leads to self-confidence as well. Okay, so let's take a moment and say hi to people who've just joined in. Hi Santosh, thanks for joining in. Hi Swapnil, thanks for joining in. Hi Abhijit, thanks for joining in. So guys, we are talking about self-belief today. I will just shift the camera a bit because I guess, yeah, okay. Alright, so self-belief is what we are talking about today, how to build self-belief. That's an integral part of any person's personality or his or her own characteristic, because till the time you don't believe in yourself, you'll not be able to showcase your own skills to the world. No one else will believe in you unless you believe in yourself. So it's like, you know, if you're going out there to sell a product, you need to be convinced about that product yourself before you sell it across, right? Similarly, if you don't believe in your own self, how will you be able to showcase to the world what is your worth? So self-worth is very, very important, so that you get the worth that you want from others. So it's very important. Okay, so we talked about 3 topics right now, 3 points or 3 tips, I would say. I'm just reiterating those 3 tips. The first one is changing perspective, which means that taking your life's, you know, driving seat, becoming the part of the driving seat and becoming the driver of your own life, rather than waiting for external forces to come and help you out. The second one is becoming aware of yourself. Becoming self-aware and self-love for yourself is very important to be able to build that self-confidence. And the third part was more on limiting beliefs, how you can change your limiting beliefs and convert them into empowering beliefs. All right, if anyone has any questions, you can ask me as well. Moving on to the fourth point, creating healthy routines. Now, when I say creating healthy routines, why do you think is a part of self-belief? It's very important because if you're someone who is disciplined in life, if you're someone who is, has a structure to life, you will automatically start that, routine in a way which will build your own confidence level. For example, I do that, and I've seen a lot of successful people do that as well. Early morning meditation or a mindfulness meditation or yoga or something where you can just enchant something, those enchanting mantras also are there, which can actually give you positive affirmations for yourself. That could be a very good kickstart for your day, because when you start your day with positive thoughts, positive quotes, positive mantras, some meditation where you're introspecting about your own self and you're giving peace of mind to your body and soul, definitely that will help you build self-confidence and build your self-belief as well. So having a good morning routine, having a good healthy routine is also very, very important to build up your self-belief. Otherwise you get into a lethargy zone, and I kind of endorse this completely, that if you start the day right, your entire day will be right. If you start the day in a very lethargic way, in a very laid back way, your entire day is going to be like that. So have a good morning routine for yourself, whatever you like it, whether you like yoga, meditation, mindfulness, whether you just want to visualize something. Visualization, I've always said, is a very, very powerful tool. You can just close your eyes, visualize what your end goal would be, what you want to become after 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever. That could be a very good kickstart for your day, because that's going to, rewire your brain into thinking that that's going to happen one day, and your brain will start to push you towards that journey. So that could also be a very good healthy morning routine for you to have. All right, so let me take a pause here. We've spoken about 5 elements of building self-belief. I'll just repeat all of that in a while, but I'll just quickly say a hi to people who've just joined in. Hi, spoken English teacher. Hi, Saurabh. Hi, Dr. Amin. Thanks for joining in, guys. Spoken English teacher has a question: how to use self-belief to attract more business for self-employed people? Self-belief is an integral. I think you just joined in. I just mentioned this about 5-10 minutes back, that self-belief is very, very integral component of a person's character in entrepreneurship. At least it is important in every sphere of life, whether you're self-employed or salaried, but as an entrepreneur you definitely need to have self-belief, because only then you'll be able to attract people, attract more business, attract more customers, attract more buyers, investors, whatever it is for your company. So if you don't have belief in your own project, if you don't have belief in your own self, if you don't believe in what project you're building up, your business you're building up, you'll not be able to be in confidence, and you'll not be able to cascade that confidence to your other people as well, to your clients as well. I hope that answered your question. Should we have timetable for every day? Yes, Dr. Amin, you should have. I am a strong believer of things to do, your day-to-day routine, things you need to maintain early in the morning, and that also could be part of your morning routine, that you could have you could have a calendar laid out for your entire day, stating this is what you're going to do in the day, and your things to do could be prepared early in the morning. That really helps in building up your routine, your prioritizing, planning, etc., and it really helps in building your self-confidence and belief as well. Is building self-belief similar to manifestation? Manifestation is a larger arena, Shubhapriya, because manifestation is not only about self-belief. Self-belief is individualistic in nature. It is for myself. I need to believe in myself, and that's the reason why I talk about building self-belief. But manifestation could be, I want something in life. I want to manifest getting a house for myself. I want to manifest getting a life partner for myself. I want to manifest getting more money in my life. I want to manifest getting into a new business. So that is more of the action that you want, or the goal that you want, which is manifestation. But building self-belief is very important and integral for your own personal characteristic. Whether you want to manifest or not, that's later, but for being successful in life, obviously one needs to have self-belief in themselves. If you are questioning your own capabilities, obviously the world will question more, right? If you are the one who is not confident about your own skill, how do you think people will be confident? So it's very important to have self-belief for yourself. Okay, I hope that answered your question, Shubha Priya. I'll just quickly say hi to people who've just joined in. Take a minute and say hi. M. Devalia, thanks for joining in. Sunil Joshi, thanks for joining in. Senthil, thanks for joining in again. It's Verma. Verma, hi, thanks for joining in. Yes, true, yoga and meditation is very helpful for a fresh start. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, great. So moving on to the fifth point, which is unlock the power of proximity. Now, proximity, which means, I'm not saying that, get closer to each other. Proximity, and this is something which I've said earlier as well in my gratitude session probably, that surround yourself with positive people, and rather people who inspire you, people who can support you. Now, why do I say that in this particular aspect is very important. Self-belief, when you're in a negative self-talk routine, self-believing in that journey is going to be difficult, because you can't keep doing your own self-talk. You can't change yourself from a negative zone to positive zone immediately. It will take you some time. It will take you some good practice time. It will take you a couple of weeks, couple of months as well sometimes. That's the reason why it's a long journey and it's a little difficult journey. In that journey, if you have some support group for yourself, that will definitely boost yourself. And who can be that support group? I'm sure you have friends and family. I'm sure you have your relatives. I'm sure you have your office colleagues, etc. But this support group needs to be different. How do I say that? Why do I say that? This support group will help you to build your self-confidence, will help you believe in yourself. And this support group could be people who inspire you. He or she could be your mentor. You could join a group which is wherein you can learn more of these kind of things. You can join a group where people are talking about good things. They believe in themselves. They believe in the power of giving away as well. So you can join support groups like that. You can also work with a coach. Now, as a part of my coaching assistance as well, I do that. I help people work towards their empowering beliefs and get away from their limiting beliefs. So you need to actually have a support group to be able to help you build this self-confidence for yourself. It's not going to happen overnight. Obviously, these negative self-beliefs have come over the years. You have developed them over the years because of XYZ reasons. Now, a lot of times people tell me, I have had a very bad childhood. This also is one of the major reasons for which attribute to negative self-belief. A lot of people tell me that, because all my childhood I was always nagged by people. I was always pulled down by people. My parents, my relatives always told me that, I am no good. जनरली हम लोग अपने बच्चों से ये बोल देते हैं कि यू आर नो गुड, आप फेल हो गए तो आप ऐसा हो जाएगा, योर लाइफ विल बी डूम्ड एक्सेट्रा. हम ये लूज कमेंट्स मार देते हैं, लेकिन हमें नहीं पता कि बच्चे के दिमाग में कितना असर पड़ रहा है वो. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, इन माई कोचिंग एक्सपीरियंस आई हैव सीन दिस. पीपल हु हैव डेल्ट विद दोज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स इन द चाइल्डहुड, इट बिकम्स अ negative mark in their mind, and that sticks forever. If someone has poked you all the time, if someone has kept telling you that you're no good, you're not a good student, you're not going to do anything good in life, look at that person. Comparison we all do. We say to our children, look at that child, he's doing so good, you're not going to do any good in life. If we keep saying these things to our children, it definitely has a very, very black spot in their mind, and trust me, it goes to helping to kind of taking them away from their self-belief. So if you have had such kind of an instance, you definitely need to work on self-belief. And like I said, having a good circle of inspiring people who can build you up, who can help you, who can support you, that is very, very important. Proximity, helps you in getting more assistance and glory for yourself. The next point is feed your mind. Feed your mind with good thoughts, with positive thoughts, with happy feelings, with and like what I said in one of my videos as well. Whatever you feed yourself, your mind, your output would also become like that. Like if we have to become healthy physically, what we do is we eat healthy, right? And that's the reason why it shows on our body. Similarly, whatever you feed to your mind, that's the kind of output you will get out from your mind, and that's the kind of feeling, thoughts, emotions you will generate. Now, when I say feed your mind positive, which means what? Make it a point that you read, see, watch, hear, everything. All these elements that you are inputting in your mind, they need to be positive, building you towards self-belief, building you towards self-confidence. And how you could do that? You could listen to videos, you can listen to podcasts, you can read biographies of people who have, really done very good in life. There are umpty number of people who have many good biographies as well, who have, written about their journey to success. You can talk about, you can read that. You can, early morning or towards, throughout the day, you can read some inspirational quotes. I do that as well a lot of times. Whenever I see some nice inspirational quote, I will put that up as well on my Instagram status or my WhatsApp status, and I will also make a note of it, because it gives me a lot of confidence, right? It boosts my motivation suddenly. So you can do all of that to be able to get your self-belief. So in a nutshell, what I would want to say is feeding your mind with all positive connotations is very, very important, because what you feed here, that is the output that you will get. If you feed all positive stuff, you will get positive emotions only. You will not get negative emotions. But if you are always feeding your mind subconsciously also with the negative things happening around, with the negative news that is happening around, with the negative media searches that you're doing, automatically that kind of emotions or feelings will start to flow out. So feed your mind in a positive way. That was the 7th point. Okay, let me take a pause here and see if any questions are coming up. Guys, you can put up your questions as well on how to build self-belief. I'll just take a moment. Hi Hemal, thanks for joining in. Hi Srinidhi, thanks for joining in. Good to see you. So we are talking about how to build self-belief. I have spoken about 6 elements of self-belief. I'll quickly recap all of those 6 elements and then move on to the 7th element, 7th tip or element that we can talk about. The first one was change your perspective, which means take control of your own life. Become the driver of your own life's journey and don't depend too much on others. That's the first way to build your self-belief. The second is conquer your limiting beliefs. If there are limiting beliefs which are pulling you down, which are shrinking you down, conquer them. Convert them into empowering beliefs. Take help from people, get mentored, get coached, help from people, but do that. That's a very essential part. The third point is practice self-love. Practicing self-love, self-awareness is very, very important. Only if you're aware of yourself will you be able to love yourself. Only then will you be able to believe in yourself and have faith in yourself. So that's very important. The fourth point is creating healthy routines, healthy morning routines, so that you can kickstart your day with a boost of energy, with a boost of motivation. And that could be in any form. You could do yoga, meditation, mindfulness. You can enchant some mantras of positive self-talk, etc. But anything which can boost your early morning motivation and get you into a good day routine. And the fifth one was unlock the power of proximity, which means surround yourself with positive, inspiring people, who can help you, who can support you, who can make you grow. And the sixth point that we just spoke about was feed your mind. Feed your mind with all positive thoughts, positive feelings, positive news, positive quotes. You can read good stuff. You can read, more inspirational, motivational content. I am sure we have lots of them on the internet. You go to YouTube, you have lots of content on motivational speeches available there. You go to podcasts, you have a lot of motivational speakers out there who can talk about good stuff. So read all of that so that you can build your own self-confidence and self-belief in yourself, because you will then see that how people have turned around their life from where they were nothing to becoming what they are today. So talk about that. The seventh point that I want to talk about is change your focus. Change your focus meaning when we have obstacles in life, when we have roadblocks in life, generally what we do is, we get into a shell, we get sad or we get upset, we get anxious. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to make it. Change your focus. Take a pause there and think about when was the last time you had a similar situation in your life and what did you do at that time. I think, more than learning from others, I keep saying that, we ourselves have a lot of content within us, a lot of self-driven thoughts that we have already within us. We don't need to look for others to help us. We have all the resources we need within us. All you need to do is take a step back, sit down, relax, and think about it. When was the last time I had such a situation in my life? What did I do to overcome that situation? The fact that you had done that last time, you can also replicate and do it this time as well. All you need to do is just rewind yourself, go back in the past, and then come out of it. So that's what I say. Change your focus from where you were earlier. Now, right now, the situation that you're in, what you would have done when you were in that situation, 10 years back. What did you do? So that's the way you kind of rewire yourself and change your focus from right now. You're in a panic situation, in a messy situation. What did I do earlier? Can I do that same thing again? So that's how you change your focus. The next is face your fears. When I say face your fears, I think most of us don't do that, because fear is something which blocks us, which blocks our mindset, which puts us down. And fear is one of the major reasons why we don't believe in ourselves, because most of the times it's not something which has happened or which is really a situation. Most of the times we only perceive it will happen. What if I start this new business? I will fail. What if I don't have the funds to do it? What if the pandemic again comes back? What if I fail? What if I take a new job and the job just, the boss just kicks me out? So, all these fears are there in our mind. Fear actually doesn't exist. It may never even come in the future, but we are just overthinking and bringing that fear into us. So the best way to face is to face the fear head on, like right here. Okay, if there is a problem, I will face it right now. Let me not run away from it. The sudden reaction that we do is we run away from our fear. Trust me, friends, the more you run away from your fear, the fear will come chasing you behind you. So you need to face your fear and say, I will oversee this, I will supersede this, and I will move on in life. And that will give you a sense of accomplishment, anything. And a fear could be anything. Fear of height. If you have a fear of height, please go climb the mountain, and then, trust me, once you will do that and your fear will go away. Fear of water. I used to do that. I was very fearful of water. I had this phobia of water, and I still don't know how to swim. But every time I wanted to get rid of that fear, I would jump into the water. I would jump into a sea or a lake or a swimming pool, whatever it is. It will give me that confidence, a sense of accomplishment. Okay, I have been able to cut down on my fear. That will believe yourself, that will build your self-belief, and you'll be able to overcome that fear as well. So try this out. Okay. Hi Sanjay Parmar, hi Prashant, thanks for joining in. So guys, we are talking about self-belief. If you have any questions, please feel free to write your questions here. I will be more than happy to take your questions. And we have already discussed about 8 points on how to build self-belief. I'm going to quickly talk about the last 2 points, and then I'll be opening the room for discussion or any questions that you may have. Anyone who wants to come live with me also, we can take that up immediately after this. Okay, the 9th point is develop a growth mindset. Now, how do you develop a growth mindset? Growth mindset is, and we just had about last week, about 10 days back, we had a clubhouse session on this particular topic. Growth mindset versus fixed mindset. This is one of my favorite topics because I have seen so many people being rigid in their mind. When you are rigid in your mind, when you are stuck to, okay, this work can only be done in this particular way. We have been doing this since so many years. We are not going to change our way of working. It doesn't mean that it's been going on since years and that is the right thing to do. That's what I think we've all seen that, right? Dowry system. It was going on since years, but is it the right thing to do? No, we've changed that, right? Anything else, the change is the only thing that we need to learn, and we need to do this continuously. So we need to understand that if you are rigid in your mind, if you are stuck into just one thing, I am good at this and I will not change myself. I can only do this much work. I cannot do anything more. I can only run a business. I cannot do anything more. I can only go to the office and do only that much work, not anything else. If you are that kind of mindset, trust me, you will not have a growth mindset, which means you'll not be able to, open your horizon and learn from things. So that is something which also is a part and parcel of believing in yourself. If you don't have that growth mindset, which means, okay, it's okay if I fail today, I will learn from it and I will grow tomorrow. It's okay if I'm not able to complete that project right now, I will take a little more time and do it, but I will still do it. If that is the mindset that you have, then you will be able to build yourself. Otherwise, what will happen is you'll be stuck in that particular space, and eventually you will have a problem of self-belief, because you will doubt your own self. You will do the same things over and over and over again, and you will not get the results because you're not changing your way of working. Your way of working is still the same. You're expecting some different results, but you're not inputting any different strategies. So that's one of the very important things that you need to do, is change yourself from fixed mindset to growth mindset if you want to believe in yourself. Okay. Let me take a pause here and quickly say hi to people who've just joined in. Hi Sanjay, thanks for joining in. Hi Nitish, thanks for joining in. Thank you. Change is the only constant. Absolutely, change is the only constant thing in life. And with this ever-changing world, with this ever-changing technology, with this ever-changing revolutionary world, we all need to change to be relevant, to be in the business, to be in the working arena, to be growing in life. We all need to change, and that is one integral part of self-belief. Now, I'll give you an example. I have this friend of mine who was in our organization only, and she's a very old lady. She in the last couple of years, she's been working since last 20-25 years, but in the last couple of years, she's seen that all younger generation comes and they join the company and they grow ahead of her, which means they are moving up the ladder faster than her. And she's one of the veterans in the organization, but still she's stuck at a designation for almost 5 years now. So I was having this conversation with her, and I'll just share this example with all of you guys on how you need to develop that mindset. Now, when I spoke to her, and there was a sense of insecurity, a sense of fear that she had, that Swati, I have a fear that someday my boss will ask me to leave because I'm not growing, I'm not doing any value add to the system, while I have so much experience and everything, but I'm very insecure of the newer generation who's coming, and she can't stop them, right? So I was trying to understand where is this insecurity coming from, and when I questioned her further details, etc., she said, Swati, I'm not good at data analytics. I'm not good at reading reports, making reports, and sharing my work in that kind of a forum which the board meeting wants. I am good at my work, but I can't showcase my work because of these analysis which is missing right now. And that's when I realized that why she's not able to do that is because her hand on analytics systems or softwares or Excel or her presentation skills were not very good. Now, when she started to realize that, and when she started to develop that, she consciously learned advanced Excel training, advanced PowerPoint training, etc., and some other tools that we were using in our organization. And she took those courses, and trust me, when she came back, she was much more confident of her own self. She was much more in control of her own self, and that insecurity aspect of hers was slowly, gradually going down. Why? Because she was now realizing that this was the missing element in her growth, and now she is overpowering that. She's kind of conquering that. So that is what I'm saying. The day when you realize where your weaknesses are, you will be able to work along with them. Otherwise, we'll all be living in a fancy world. I am absolutely super strong. I am the best of all, and I don't need any advice from anyone. If that is the mentality that you have, trust me, you will never be able to grow ahead in life. Okay, I'll take a moment and I'll quickly see there are a lot of questions which have come in. I'll take some questions from people. Hi Mukil, thanks for joining in. Hi Kirit, thanks for joining in. Hi Mr. Vahal, thanks for joining in. Kirit, if you have any question, please do mention that in the comment section. I will take those questions from you. We are not coming live right now. I just have a few more pointers to discuss and then we can take it up. Okay, Senthil has a question. Now this situation due to new Omicron virus, there is again a fear of lockdown. This also is a reason of lacking many people's self-belief. Like I said in the first point, Senthil, self-belief, to build that, you need to change your perspective and take control of your own life in your own hands. You need to become the driver of your life. If you are, your life is dependent on external factors, it's okay, pandemic, if the lockdown again comes up, it's okay. It's not going to be the be all and the end all of the world. The world is not going to close down, right? The economy is not going to go down and shut down for itself. There are still going to be companies, there's still going to be people working, there is still going to be businesses running. That is an unknown fear that we are hovering on our mind, and because of which we are losing out on our performance. So I would urge everyone here who is listening to me and otherwise as well when they listen to this recorded video later, Please stop fearing what is not going to happen or what's going to happen in the future. Take charge of your life today. External elements will happen, always will happen, and will be for everyone, right? But the way you work on your fears, that will really depend on how you go ahead in life. Okay, Indra Reddy, thanks for joining in. Alright, so let me quickly take up the last point, which is learn a new skill. Learn a new skill is also very important for building self-belief. Why? Because when you learn a new skill, and it could be any skill, it could be learn how to work on the piano, learn how to play a guitar, learn a new advanced Excel skill, learn a new power presentation skill, learn how to speak better, learn your enhance your English communication skills, learn a new language. Any new skill that you learn and you kind of master that, you become more self-confident about yourself. Obviously, when you go out there and talk to people and say, okay, I've learned German today, or I've learned Japanese today, or I've learned French today, or any new skill that you have acquired, you will gain more self-confidence for yourself, and you will build up on your self-belief. So that will actually start to build your muscle memory and will give you more confidence in your own self. So learn a new skill, चाहे वो कितना भी छोटा ही स्किल क्यों ना हो, चाहे वो कितना ही मिनिस्क्यूल स्किल क्यों ना हो, learn something which can actually add value to yourself. Learn gardening. For example, I learned gardening last month. I never knew how to plant a tree or plant even a little sapling in my backyard. I learned how to do that. It was very, very empowering for me. I was very happy that I could learn something new. A lot of people learn cooking and they're very happy about it. So learn something new. Learning will let you grow. Learning will build your self-confidence, and it will enable you to be a happier self by yourself. Okay. So those were the 10 pointers on how to build self-belief. We still have another 5 minutes right now. If you have any more questions, you can put that up. I will repeat those 10 pointers that I just said, and for everyone's benefit who has joined new right now. And I'll try and put this video on my YouTube channel as well. I'll also put this video on IGTV. So anyone who wants to look at all the tips together can go through the video and look at this today or tomorrow, whatever. Okay, so the 10 tips on how to build self-belief. The first one was change perspective, which means take control of your life, become the driver of your life. Don't let everyone else drive your life. Don't let people decide your destiny. You become the driver of your own life. The second one was conquer your limiting beliefs. Conquer your limiting beliefs, meaning there are limiting beliefs in every one of us. Recognize that, evaluate that, and change them to become empowering beliefs. Take help of coaches, mentors, support system, whatever possible, but conquer them so that you become a better version of yourself. The third one is practice self-love. Self-love is essential for building self-confidence, building self-belief. If you know yourself, if you're aware of yourself, if you love yourself, only then you will start to believe in yourself and have faith in yourself. The fourth point is having healthy routines. Having healthy morning routines like early morning meditation, mindfulness, yoga, or even enchanting some mantras, writing down notes, what you need to do early morning, writing positive affirmations early in the morning, making a gratitude diary, writing it early in the morning. All of those things can help you in building a positive, good, healthy routine for yourself. The fifth point is having a good social circle which can inspire you, which can make you grow, which can support you, which can give you more confidence. Obviously, you have your friends and family, relatives, everyone, but having an inspiring, a motivational social circle will help you build confidence and help you grow in life. So join some groups, join some sessions, some people who can give you more empowerment. The sixth point is feed your mind with positive thoughts. How do you feed your mind with positive thoughts? Is by listening into good inspirational stuff, by reading inspirational books or anecdotes or stories, etc., biographies of people who have started from nothing and become so big in life. Reading all of that, listening to motivational songs or motivational videos, etc., writing down good quotes for yourself, implying that in your own life. All of those things you can do. Feed your mind. Whatever you feed your mind, the output would also be the same. If you feed yourself, and again, in feeding your mind, feed yourself with positive self-talk. Be very mindful. What are the monologues that you are having inside your mind? What is the self-narrative that goes into your mind? You know, every time you're stuck up in a situation, what is the mind telling you? Is it telling you that, hey Swati, you can do this? Or is it telling you, Swati, no, this is not your cup of tea, you can't do this? If that is the monologue that your mind is telling you, ask your mind to shut up. Immediately, you know, just tap on your mind and say, no, I want to change my direction of thoughts. If you do that, definitely, you know, you will start to build your own self-belief. So feed your mind always with positive thoughts. Only then you will generate positive thoughts as well. Okay, the seventh point is change your focus. Change your focus meaning look at things from a positive frame of mind all the time. If I was in this situation, what would I have done? Last time, what did I do? When I was stuck in this kind of situation, when was it the last time? Was it 5 years back, 10 years back, 2 months back? What did I do to come out of that situation? Can I replicate that? That's how you change focus, by looking at it from a different perspective, from a different zone, and then, you know, kind of revamping the thought completely. Again, that's about taking control of your thoughts itself. The eighth point is facing your fears. Face your fears head on, like bang on in front of you. Don't run away from your fear. Fear will come chasing behind you. So face your fear. If you have fear of something, if you have fear of failure, if you have fear of anxiety, fear of height, fear of water, fear of darkness, whatever fear you have, face it. Go for it. Change it. Only then you will become more confident in your mind. If you keep fear in your mind, you will only become more coward. You will become more naive in your life. You will not become progressive and successful. Okay, the ninth point was develop a growth mindset. Whenever you are stuck in life, whenever you fail, tell yourself failure is an opportunity. Failure is not an obstacle, it's an opportunity. What did I learn from this failure? What did I learn from this mistake? If I did this mistake, it's okay. I'm not God. Everyone makes mistake. What did I learn from this mistake? That's more important. And then don't do the same mistake again. So that's how you change your perspective and develop a growth mindset. And the last point is learn a new skill. Learning a new skill, whatever skill that you want to learn in life, learn to ride a bike, learn to ride a cycle, learn to draw, learn to paint, something that you've not done. Make it a point that you learn something new every month, at least one new skill every month. What will happen is you will build that self-confidence in yourself, and you'll be more in control of your own emotions and your own thoughts. So those were the 10 points, people, for how to build self-belief. If you have any questions, you can put that up right now, and we have another 2-3 minutes left. Anyone wants to come live with me as well, we can do that. Any question pertaining to self-belief, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Please put your questions now. SN Shah, hi, thanks for joining in. Okay. I'll quickly check if there are any questions more which have come up in the past. How do you self-belief to attract more business? Okay, we've done this question. All right. So self-belief is, like I said, very, very integral for anyone in their life. Week starter, before the week starts, what more can we ask for? Thank you, Nitish. Yes, it's definitely a very, very motivational thing for me as well. Thank you so much. These kind of comments motivate me to do more and to, you know, come out of my own self-belief system. Subconscious self-belief is difficult to change. What do you say? Subconscious, all beliefs are subconscious only, Darpan. We don't consciously develop a belief, right? For example, the example that I gave of the child who's been grown in a very shabby environment where people were mocking him, people were poking him, people were, you know, always negating him and putting him down, you know, giving comparison of other children. Now that is a subconscious belief only. No one has, he has not developed that. Someone has, you know, on and on, over and over done that, and it's become part of his subconscious mind that I am no good. I am going to be absolutely a loser in my mind, in my life. I cannot be any good. I'm always going to be the second in rung or the third in rung. I cannot be the first performer all the time. So that is a subconscious belief only. That needs to change consciously. So any subconscious belief that you have, it needs to change consciously by all these tips that I gave you. First, start with positive self-talk, positive self-narration or narrative that we say. be mindful of what your mind is telling you. You know, we all know that, but the problem is we don't sit back and hear what's going on in our mind. We just are running super fast in our life. So sit back and hear what your mind is saying to you, or what you're saying to yourself in those times of critical times. That is the first thing to do to be able to change yourself. I hope that answered your question, Darpan. Okay, any more questions? We have another minute to go. Any more questions, guys? You can put up your questions here. I will be more than happy to take it up. And like I said, I will put this video on my IGTV. So anyone who wants to go through the entire 10 tips can go through it and look at the entire video. I will also try and put this very soon on my YouTube channel. So you can also go and look at the entire video there. And you know, you can learn from that. So I do have a YouTube channel, I do have a podcast channel in Spotify, so I'll try and put all these elements there as well, so that you can access it anytime in the future as well. All right, okay, great. I don't think there are any more questions coming up, so that's it. Thank you so much for your time, everyone. Thank you so much for listening in, tuning in as well, and I will see you guys next week. If you want me to perform any different sessions, or if you want me to talk about any different topics, please do DM me. I will be more than happy to take your suggestions. And that's it from my side, signing off. Take care, everyone. Have a good week ahead, and I'll see you next week.